SMT Nation, we back. Nation, we are speed testing the T-Mobile network, but not under normal conditions. We're going to do it under some unique circumstances. I have used approximately like 550 gigs of data on my T-Mobile business Magenta line of access. I would say that's a lot of usage. It's not typical of me to do so, but I've been really pushing the T-Mobile network. It's been doing great. But I have noticed that now that I've hit that mark, that threshold, we are noticing a bit of a slightly different network experience. Nothing crazy, but I do want to share with you guys kind of what I typically see under these conditions and what I'm seeing now that I've kind of hit that magical mark. All right, so we are here, remote location in Westlake, Ohio, and I very strategically wanted to come here because a couple of things. So first thing is where we are is in Crocker Park. Well, just outside of Crocker Park. I don't want to go in there because there's too much traffic, there's too many people, and I was just, parking and trying to stay out of the way and filming all this. I'll just stay right here. I'm across the street. The cell tower is actually back there at a water tower. It's probably a quarter mile away or something like that. So we are in pretty good RF conditions. We're in line of sight of the tower. It's pointing directly at us. So here we go. If I were to test this tower site before like that mega threshold was passed and test it in the morning, I would get like 700-800 megabits on the downlink. So currently I'm not seeing that same amount of throughput. I'm seeing much less. And it could be a combination of two things. I can't obviously pinpoint it precisely, but I'm going to say it's a combination of usage and a combination of some network management. Now, what's most notable are a couple of things. Obviously, the reduced throughput for downlink, but also the reduced throughput for uplink. That seems to be the most notable change in the experience. So typically where I'd see like 50, 60, 70, 80, even 100 megabits uplink, I'm seeing somewhere around 10 megabits. All right, so that's I'd say pretty sizable, right? Pretty substantial. Ping time is pretty standard. It's in the 30s. Typically, I see it in like the teens or the 20s, so that's not bad, right? But it is, I guess, doubled. The jitter is not too bad at 10 milliseconds. Loaded latencies are fine in the 800, 700 range, so I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and run a second test, and we probably don't really need to see too much more. But what I think you also need to take a look at is if you look at the stability of the connection, I'm hovering around that peak throughput, and then you'll see probably when somebody is using the network, my speeds will also dip. So I would be able to confirm this within having a second phone that maybe didn't use that much data, and I could confirm it. But you will see that the ping is higher this time. I think that's an indication that when it needs to be deprioed or managed, you're kind of seeing that in real time. So 364 down and then 10 megabits on the up. The ping time's at 21 millisecond, jitters at 3, and then the loaded latency is about the same as the last test. So it's really not all that much different. A little bit better, I would say. But yeah, like I was saying, it's still pretty good. Okay, so this is cool. We're getting on camera. A little bit of some network management going on. You'll see the spiking of the load and latencies a little bit. All right, you'll see I was in the 200s for most of that speed test, right? Single digits on the uplink. All right, so I think because of the usage, because of me exceeding, I think the plan is set for like deprio after 50 gigs of usage. It definitely is being exercised and done on the network. And I will tell you guys that in the past, I have never seen this. T-Mobile has been very generous and very lenient in the network management in my market here in Cleveland. But I think it's gotten a little bit more exercised. They're not as lenient with the network management side of things. So 298 down, about 9 up. You'll see the loaded latency is a little bit higher than other tests that we did. But yeah, it's definitely noticeable. A little bit of usage, some network management, not the end of the world. This is perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. I'm not going to complain. I think this is a really good network experience. But it is something worth noting that if you use a lot of data, you're a power user, and you don't have a power user type plan, you may experience these types of things. And I think what's probably going to be more notable is if, let's say, for example, you start using more data. I might do that. I might push this to the limit. Maybe I want to go up to 6, 7, 800 gigs of usage, or go to a full terabyte of usage. It's possible that this could get worse. And it's possible I could go to another tower site, possibly where there's more T-Mobile users, there's more market share. Maybe there's home internet users as well, right? Everybody pulling on the network. You know, this could dip a little bit lower. Who knows? Anyways, wanted to share this testing with you guys. I'm probably going to push this connection a little bit further today. I think I'm going to try to get to that magical number of 1,000 gigs. I want to see what happens, and maybe I'll make a video on that and let you guys know how it turns out. But that's the experience. That's the testing. Yeah, I'm definitely being network managed. Nothing crazy, but they are preserving the throughputs and the speeds for the lighter users and those on premium plans. Anyways, share with me your thoughts and opinions on this, and then share with me your experiences with the T-Mobile network and data management and kind of your usage patterns. I want to see if you guys share the same experiences or if you're seeing something different. But thank you for watching. Comment down below, like, share, and subscribe for more. And if you're new here, you know, most definitely get involved with the SMT community. All right, drop us a comment. Let us know what type of videos you want to see and what else you want to see us test. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one.